a free throw line with Leilani Guyon, who hits the first one.
Technical foul.
So a technical foul. Guyon actually comes to shoot it and then goes right back out of the game. The ball is jumped. We're underway. Tipped out of bounds. Officials say it's going to go in the direction of Old Dominion.
I didn't think that they could change their starters after they were in the book to have Guyon come in and shoot the free throw.
I didn't think so either. Maybe that's an exception because of what the call was before the game actually began. Maybe is how that works. Not sure, but we'll see if we can find that out. Thompson with it out front. Kicks it to Stack. Stack down the middle. Left hand. She's usually good with that shot. Cunningham battling for the rebound, but it's brought down by Nuagawa. Other end, layup and in. That's the first bucket for Dyer. We told you she would score in a hurry, and she does. Very quick down the floor. You see the starters for Old Dominion with Scott, Cunningham, Thompson, Buford, and Stack.
One thing that this Troy team does so well is rebound the basketball on both ends of the floor. Old Dominion needs to hold them to one shot, but on their end of the floor, they need some second chance points.
Shot is missed, as you see the Troy starters, but rebounded and put up again. Shot is off the mark. Another rebound by Nuagawa. She draws a foul.
You see two offensive rebounds there by Dyer and by Niawo.
And Niawo is a big body in the middle. She takes up a lot of space, spreading her arms out, and really gets a great base. Not the way you want to start if you're Old Dominion. Another free throw hit. The only loss Troy's taken this year is against Kansas State. They beat Missouri early in the year. This is a good basketball team.
This is a very good basketball team. It's a big test for Old Dominion today, starting with their Sun Belt Conference.
We got 10 games in, and then it's conference most of the rest of the way. Scott's first attempt from three is off the mark. Foul is going to be called, coming in from behind. That will go against Riley Stack. Old Dominion's got to crash the board today on any misses.
Yeah, and they've got to be selective on their shot choice.
Dyer goes inside. Cunningham with the defense. A shot by Jenkins is off, but another rebound. That's going to be a travel call that time on Nuagawa. She is all over the place right now. I mean, she is really tough. Nuagawa is really, really a good player inside.
Very good, very physical, and really goes after the ball.
Scott brings it up quickly. Old Dominion trying to get something on the points right there. Played almost 2 minutes and nothing on the board. Cunningham inside. Goes off the foot and out of bounds. The Trojans basketball. Baez bringing it up. She played at Florida Gulf Coast, and both Kim and I knew exactly who she was when she came back on the floor. Shot is not hit that time by Niawu.
So Walker went in the game and immediately came up with a big rebound.
Yep, immediately. Layla Walker has done that all year. Shot is hit by Scott. That's the first bucket for the Monarchs at the 7:22 mark of the first quarter. A little too strong. Rebound inside. Kicked around a little bit and stolen away. Buford leads it. The pass to Scott. Lovely pass. Traveling's going to be the call.
Old Dominion guards on their defensive end of the floor need to box out as well. That time the bigs boxed out and Buford's girl snuck in. I think it was Buford's girl snuck in and got that offensive board.
Jenkins, Dyer, Leggett with it. 3-point attempt. No go by Jenkins. Kelsey Thompson comes away with it.
I think Old Dominion is going to have to stay with their stronger, bigger athletes on the floor today to match up with the aggression of Troy.
Absolutely. And we knew they would be crashing the board, but they really crashed it, and they got a lot of folks to get around that hoop. Samara Fields checks into the game for Simone Cunningham for Old Dominion.
Old Dominion's got a smaller lineup out there right now defensively.
Dyer down the right side, connects.
That's a really tough matchup for Kelsey Thompson. She's giving up about 4 or 5 inches.
Back the other way, Thompson tried to get the pass across, but it wouldn't go to Pondo. Here she comes with a steal the other way. Thompson gets the bucket and the foul.
Thompson has a look in her eyes today like she's ready to play.
I think so. Here it is again, Kim.
Take a look. She brings the ball through, finishes strong.
Before the game, they honored Kelsey Thompson with 1,000 points. She picked that up in the last contest, so maybe put a little hop in her get-along today.
Kelsey Thompson with the Director and one.
Always been a good free throw shooter. Lead now just 2. A moment ago it was 5. Pass all the way across Leggett, going in, gets the layup, gets the foul, gets the bucket.
That was a really strong move by Leggett. Nice concentration and finish with her left hand.
Absolutely, that left side as you see it again.
Here, take a look. She protects the ball with her body going into the body of Walker and scores a bucket.
Trying to complete the 3-point play. Yes.
She is the second Leggett sister to play at Troy University.
Also another transfer from South Alabama. We remember her when she played here.
Maybe that's why Kelsey's ready to play today.
I think
playing
so.
against a teammate.
Might have a little bit to do with it. Buford. Cynthia Buford on the score sheet for the bucket. Almost a steal that time by Walker, but she survives and gets a rebound and gets a foul to go. Could not see who the foul was called on inside.
I think it was on Leggett.
Yeah, that's who it is, yeah. An official just decided to block me on that side. Well, Old Dominion on this possession could tie or take the lead. They've not had that shot yet. Fast start by Troy. Fields looked one way as Buford was passing it in the other direction. Another change for Old Dominion is Nakia Allen checks in. Played in all the games for Old Dominion. Sanaya Jackson in for Troy wearing number 1. Leggett again, couldn't get it to fall. Walker with a strong board, but it's knocked away. And underneath is an easy bucket there for Dyer. Dyer already was 6 in the game.
And those two were easy.
Too easy, that one was. Scott thinking about a 3. Goes to Buford, top of the key. Tried to go inside, and there's a steal by Dyer.
She locked that up too easy.
Foul on the other side, and that will send Leggett time today. Leggett to the free throw line, 74% on the season. She has 2. She has 5. Dyer has 6. That's where the points are coming from. Pressure this time. Old Dominion, nice job of breaking the press inside. Stack with the left hand, draws the foul. That will go on Dyer.
If Old Dominion can draw some fouls from Troy's post players, that will put them in a much better position.
Here it is again, Coach.
And you see Stack's got a lot of size advantage. If she can get deep into the paint like that, good things will happen for ODU.
Stack averaging 75% from the free throw line. It's the first point of the game. In and out with the second.
Right now, Troy 6 for 6 from the line, so Old Dominion needs to shoot the ball well when they get there.
Turnover that time. Just lost the handle of the ball. Scott bringing it up. Fields can't get it to go front of the rim. Strong rebound by Dyer. Pushed up by Jackson. She's wide open. It goes to the bucket and gets a foul.
There's no help on the weak side for Old Dominion. I could see that. The gate opens, wide open lane straight to the basket. When that happens, you're better off just to give up the 2 points than to get a cheap foul and let her score the bucket.
India Buford hit with the foul.
You're usually taught from a really young age, if you're going to foul on a layup, the ball does not go in. Get your money's worth.
Yeah, hit the free throw to boot to complete the three-point play. But you're right. That's one of those where you tackle them first and just grab. Inside to Cunningham, has it knocked away, that time by Leggett again. Leggett to Jackson. Three-point attempt, nope, going to drive and go off the left side, but that will not go in for Nyawu. Buford takes the pass, goes the left side. Cunningham trying to keep it alive, may have stepped on the line. Troy on a 7-1 run right now. The Monarchs have kind of just slowed up the offense just a little bit. Delana Carter in wearing number 9 for Old Dominion for India Buford.
Old Dominion's gone to a 2-3 zone. This is tough when you have shooters on the other team.
The change has worked a couple of games though this year so far, just changing it up.
What we haven't seen from Troy today is much of Imani Jenkins.
Nyawu hits the bucket. The lead now is 10.
Imani Jenkins shoots 40% from the three-point line.
Down the lane. First bucket for Samar Fields. And that bucket was needed. Stolen away by Stack.
Great defensive play by Riley Stack.
Driving in. Scott can't get it. Cunningham tries to push it up. Still battling for the ball, and it comes away to Dyer. Nice drop-off pass, but the bucket not good by Dyer. Dyer might have looked a little tired coming down the lane there.
This has been up and down.
Scott back to Fields. Thought about the three, then hit it. That one looked good from the beginning. 5 now for Fields. Still in that zone. Leggett open.
Great rebound by Samar Fields. Old Dominion's got to have somebody come back and help her.
Stack does so. That's going to be called a little traveling there. She looked like she wanted to make a pass and then got in the air and was like, no, can't do it.
Yeah, she was trying to go to Simone Cunningham, and I think Simone looked away and she tried to hold up.
Lana Korachunich checks in for Troy wearing 14. Walker, Cunningham, Fields, Carter, and Scott on the floor for Old Dominion. That's going to be a travel. Salter caught with it. A little extra step.
They're really trying to go down low against Old Dominion, make them guard all the size that they have.
4 players over 6 feet tall and not afraid to play 2 or 3 at one time. Fields with it. Goes back to the open Walker. Walker tried to draw a foul, didn't draw the foul off her hand. It'll be Trojan basketball.
I'm not sure if she got fouled on the shot, but when she went up for the rebound, she definitely got shoved in the back.
Yep. Under a minute in the first quarter. Still in that kind of that matchup zone a little bit. It's kind of a half look. Guyon is off the mark. Old Dominion trying to push it up the floor. Fields looking to work off a pick from Walker. Kicks it to Carter for 3. Long. Scott brings it in. 11 on the shot clock because you got a brand new shot. That's off the mark. 3, 2, 1. And that one hits nothing. So we have played 1 quarter right in front of us. Goes inbounds to Baez. Guarded hard by Carter. Dyer with it out front. Almost a steal, but not quite. Shot is short, but right in the hands of Jenkins, and Jenkins puts it right up and in.
That was too easy. What happened there is Fields went for the steal, got herself out of position, and then had to go cover for a teammate on that switch, and got there a little late for the rebound.
Carter down the lane, thought she had a foul, but did not, and it's last touch by one of the Trojans. The ODU basketball.
When Old Dominion gets the ball that deep, they need to use their body to protect the ball before they're going up with the shot.
Officials checking something again. Inbound, it goes to Carter. Scott with it, looking for Walker to move out front. She does. She was moving when she made the pick.
Yeah, Scott moved before the pick was set.
Yep.
That foul goes to the guard, not the post player setting the screen.
Got to be a little patient for that to work.
You have to be patient.
Baez against Carter. Niawu. Dyer with it. 3-point attempt, nothing but the bottom of the sack for Jenkins. You wondered about Jenkins, and she now has 5.
Yeah, she's shooting 40% from the 3-point line, so Old Dominion does not want to give up uncontested shots like that to Jenkins.
She will sting you. Inside pass, Walker goes up, the ball is knocked right out of her hands by Dyer. Guyon pushed it up a little bit and then back off to let the offense get set. Guyon again. Fields brings it home. And this is a 5 for Old Dominion we haven't seen on the floor together very often, so it's a different 5 on together. Missed the layup. Here comes Troy with a break. Had some numbers to start with. Stopping the pop of the 3. No good. Rebound inside by Dyer. Going to be a foul on Old Dominion.
Dyer goes up so strong for the rebound. I think she got away with her left hand on the lower back of an Old Dominion player, kind of pushing off for the rebound, but that's hard to call.
Carter with the foul as Stack and Thompson return for the Monarchs. Leggett's going to try to return when she can. Patrolling. Dyer on the line. It's the first one.
Old Dominion can't afford to let this lead get much bigger than where it is now.
Dyer averaging 12 points a game, and he's got 7 to start. Scott tries to drive, draws the foul. That goes against Ashley Baez. Here it is again.
We take a look at it. I guess Baez got called for reaching from behind.
Scott to the line and scored tonight, 75% from the charity stripe. You kind of got to watch, like you said, the momentum. You can really get it going the wrong direction.
Yeah, and Old Dominion has been shooting the ball well from the free throw line this year, and today these missed free throws may come back to haunt them.
Missed quite a few, and like you said, it has been really good free throw shooting. Nice job by Fields hustling down the ball, pushing it up to Thompson.
Fields did a nice job coming over and helping there because that was going to be an easy 2 points.
Thompson now with 5 as she put a rainbow up on that one. Out of bounds on that pass, and it'll be Old Dominion basketball. Nisa Muhammad, her first time on the floor today.
The pace that Troy likes to play at lends itself to a few more turnovers in the game. Old Dominion needs to try to turn them over and then capitalize on the mistakes.
They really push, and they push it with a number of players. Fields holding it way out to Thompson. I think you're right. I think Thompson's feeling a little something today. Nice drive to the basket. Had it blocked. It looked like Guyon got a hand on it.
There's a lot of athleticism on the floor today.
Whew. Yes, indeed. Shot is up and it's missed. Stackler with a big board. Muhammad with a really nice pass to Cunningham. Simone's first bucket of the game.
And that was a nice push ahead by Muhammad. That's what she likes to do, is take people off the dribble.
Foul away from the basket. It's going to go against Fields.
By definition, that was not a foul. It's called a hot stove touch. You can touch defensively, and that's a new rule this year. But I think because it's getting a little chippy out there,
just a smidge chippy.
but I like to see it competitive like this.
Well, that ball bounced around a couple of ways. The official is going to say it is Old Dominion basketball as it bounced around a couple of folks. Fields immediately said she...
I think Fields threw it off the girl's leg or knocked it off the girl's leg at the last second.
That's how it looked like from here.
Or at least Fields told us that she did that.
Well, you know, a little gun shy today with what's happened with the officials and the clocks and other stuff. We've had an interesting first half. 3 seconds called. Must have been Cunningham with her left foot.
It was
a 5.
Actually a 5 second.
Guarded
closely, but it didn't look to be guarded that closely.
Stack tried to get her hand on it. Started the tip, couldn't keep it going. Makes a nice block on Dyer. Got all ball there.
That's what Riley Stack can give you. She can keep that space between who she's defending. She can go up and get that block.
Old Dominion trying to trim into the 7-point lead. Just about the midpoint of the first half. Stack with the left hand. Cunningham with the board, puts it back up, can't get it. Stack again, draws the foul.
That was a great job by Old Dominion. 2 or 3 offensive rebounds that possession.
I'm feeling we're going to see this again.
Here, we're going to take a look at it. Yeah, and that's who the foul was on. It was Niawu, and Coach Bigby does not like that call.
No, not at all.
But when it's one of your better players, who does like a call?
Doesn't matter what it is, does it? Stack trying to trim the lead back to 5, and it's been a while since Old Dominion had pulled that close. It's 19-14 right at the end of the first quarter. She hits 2. Pressure this time. Ball got up a little high. Jackson brought it back down, but it's close. Niawu not there. Cunningham with a real strong rebound. Fields. Stack for 3.
Old Dominion is being a little more selective with their players on the floor today to play this pace of game. And
3 missed, but look at the rebound on the inside and the stick back by Dyer. She doesn't get anything out of the points wise, but she'll go to the line. Katavia Salter about to check back into the game for
that's Stack's second foul here. You could tell she was getting a little tired, a little winded.
So Dyer goes to the line. We told you she's averaging double digits in points and rebounds. Only a 50% free throw shooter, which is a little surprising.
She knocked that one down.
How about 2? That's more like what you think. She has 9 points. Ball knocked away. Tried to get the layup, got the foul from behind, and that was Shakira Edwards, transfer from Mississippi State, on the line. It's the second one to lead, back up to 8 points. Buford back in, trying to drive. Good move in the lane, draws the foul. Didn't get the bucket, but drew the foul.
Buford does a really nice job protecting the ball when she gets in the paint and being able to get a shot off.
Micaiah Allen back into the game for Riley Stack, and here's this amazing right now to tell you that Buford hadn't scored a point, and here we're at the 4:38 mark of the first half. That's a long drought for India Buford.
I think she had a 3 earlier, didn't she? She may have. Regardless, Old Dominion needs Buford to score.
Yeah, you're right. She did have a 3. Hit those 2. That was way early. Kicked around and out of bounds. The Old Dominion basketball.
A lot of hands flying around the basketball, a lot of contact. Referees are letting these 2 teams go at it.
Absolutely. Scott will bring it up. Allen. Good pass underneath, and there's a bucket. Buford making a play again. Now, India Buford looks like she wants to get involved with this thing here.
That was a great cut. She saw Allen was tied up with the basketball. Great cut, great find by Allen. Going to the line for the three-point play. Take a look at it.
Back to the line. She just had a good experience there a minute ago. Hits it.
Old Dominion was down by 11 at one point, and they've cut it to 3.
Big run. It's 27-20, just a minute and 15 seconds or so ago. Buford providing a spark. Back to zone this time by the Monarchs.
As long as Old Dominion finds the shooters on the floor, this zone has served them well.
Shot is off the mark. Buford chases it down. Edwards missed the bucket. Scott with it, trying to get the foul, but gets a bucket. That was an acrobatic score there. The lead is but 1.
Allen fell down.
Surely did. Bucket is going to be counted. Yawa.
Yeah, Allen lost her footing.
And she'll check out of the game as Nyawa will go to the line to try to make it a three-point play. And she does. So lead back up to 4. And Old Dominion making a big run here. Down by 7 to start the second quarter. Comes storming back. Scott going on the left side. Couldn't get it to go. Couldn't get a foul. Jump ball. Possession arrow in the favor of Old Dominion.
It was a great effort by both of these teams rebounding the ball. Dyer went down hard.
ODU down by 8 at one point of the second quarter. Battle it back to 4. Here it is again.
Yeah, both players went down hard.
Thompson. Scott, what a quick move that was. Couldn't get the layup, didn't get the foul. Back to more than man this time. That's going to be a push against Kelsey Thompson. She's got her hand in the back of Dyer.
Got her hand in the lower back. When Dyer stood up, that hand in the back caused Dyer to fall forward.
Got to send Dyer back to the line.
But that's a hard matchup for Kelsey Thompson.
Yeah. And the more this game goes along, you may have to make some adjustment with that. Kelsey's a good defender. Dyer now in double digits with 10.
Kelsey's probably the only one on the Old Dominion team that can guard a point guard all the way down to the post player.
Exactly. Lead back up to 6. Foul right on top of Buford. That goes to Jenkins.
Should send Buford to the line.
Buford's been a great free throw shooter her whole career. How about 86% this year? Or do you cut it to 3 at the full 9 mark? Buford trying to cut it to 4. Couldn't hit the second one. Lead still 5. three-point attempt that was off the backboard. I'm not sure Jenkins thought she wasn't just trying to get a foul, but wound up hitting the three. Scott with it. Nice entry pass to Cunningham. Cunningham didn't get the bucket, but she'll go to the free throw line.
And that, I believe, is a third foul on Neowo.
So the foul's on the Alva. Here's the look again.
Yep, here we go. Naru's got her with the body, stepped into her.
Cunningham has really improved her free throw shooting this year. Was at 76%. And that one was another one that she's had rimmed out. She's had close free throws a lot of the year. Back to 7. Allen back in, replacing Walker. First half coming to a quick close. It's been a very fast, very physical, very athletic first half. 3-point.
We see Jenkins again.
Not afraid to take it.
Not afraid to try to bank it in from three either.
Just a mistake with that pass. Guy on the other leg, that's going to go off her hip. You can't dribble it off the hip there. She's got a little.
Someone's got to rotate back for her when she penetrates to the basket.
Little pressure this time from Troy. Get it into Thompson, back to Cunningham. Scott will take it from here. Almost got the pocket picked. Here comes a double team look. Nice job of getting rid of it. Thompson. Ball went right off the hands of Allen, but it was last touched by her. She was hoping that the Troy defender was the last one to touch it, but that's not the case.
Or that she was going to come away with a foul, I think.
Yeah, that too. Either one. Dion driving the right side. Short. Ahead. Fields going to take a three. Thompson almost had the rebound. Went off her left hand. Coach Jones very vocal on the sidelines today. They stood up most of the first half. Good pass inside, and that's an easy bucket there. Dyer with 13, and a nice pass.
Old Dominion really needs a bucket this possession.
Down by 9 at least.
Need to have, good shot selection.
Thompson thought she was going to get a foul in that. Allen comes away with it, has taken back a little double team action for a second.
Old Dominion's post players have had a really hard time holding on to the basketball. It hits their hands often and they don't come up with the ball.
Dyer with 15 first half points, makes the lead 11 point, and that pass from Scott is way out of the reach.
That kind of turnover just can't happen right now. Got to know your target, and you've got to get a good shot.
So the Trojans can take the last shot if they desire to do so in the first half.
That's easy.
Yeah, way too easy. And the lay-in, Jackson hits it. She wins the first half. All right, so we'll start the second half. Baez, Jenkins, Dyer, Niawu, Leggett, same starting five that started the game. Old Dominion stacked with a block right there, and it goes out of bounds. It'll still be Troy basketball. Scott, Thompson, Cunningham and Buford.
We said this earlier in the contest, but South Alabama's team from 3 years ago, the two best players for their team are on the court today, one for Troy and one for Old Dominion, and Leggett and Thompson.
They're enjoying playing against each other. You can just see there's a little bit more hopping to get along with both of them. Driving the right side. Nice kiss off the glass for Jenkins.
That was a strong move. You can't do anything with that defensively. You can't play it any better than Kelsey Thompson just did.
Old Dominion's got to just slowly climb back in this thing. Cunningham with a turnaround. Off the mark. Thompson winds up getting it off the back. Scott just inside the three-point line. Nope. Tried to keep it alive, but could not do so as Niawu with a rebound. Same attempt to the shot that was just made. Foul is going to be called. Jenkins misses that shot. Foul is going to go against Dyer. Walker comes into the game for Cunningham and seems to be limping just a little bit as she walks to the bench. Not sure if she might have got a little Charlie horse.
Jenkins is also limping off the floor for Troy.
They may have run into each other. You were watching one side, I had the other. Walker with it. Buford came in late in the second quarter and really started firing it up, and Old Dominion needs it. And the Giants land and couldn't get a foul or the bucket. Niawu brings it down. Nice turn. Walker in the battle for the rebound. It's going to go out of bounds, and it will belong to the Trojans.
Old Dominion that time, and I said this the last game we were here, tried to slap the rebound instead of grabbing it. They have got to go out with two hands and snatch the ball playing against this team. You can't afford to give away anything.
Troy very aggressive going after the basketball, and their hands are wide open to try to grab it, leg it. Nice move to the basket. Bounced a couple of times, wouldn't go down, but there's the rebound and the putback by Niawu, and she gets the foul and the bucket. She'll go to the line.
And Niawu has been a presence today.
Here she is again.
On both ends of the floor. You see her going up strong with the ball and drawing the foul.
Well, you know, it started early. We started talking about her early, and she was really putting something together.
She's from Cameroon. It's one of the best high school track coaches ever in the state of Virginia at Western Branch High Schools. Claude Tukini also from Cameroon.
Well, she has 10 points for the day. Two folks in double figures for Troy. Thompson. Niawu with a rebound.
Old Dominion just cannot hit shots.
Strong board by Walker. They've got to...
And that's what Walker does well, is rebound the basketball. That's why she's on the floor.
And plays defense.
Scott just stood there and watched that go right by her to the basket. She's got to step over and help.
Leggett with another bucket. She has 8. And the last thing Old Dominion wanted to see was Troy come out of the locker room and putting points on the board to start the second half. 5 straight. Nobody scored on the other side.
That was another one of those passes that was just floated in the air. You can't pass the ball like that against teams that are moving defensively.
Leggett again, left hand. Another bucket. She's in double figures with 10. I believe Old Dominion's going to take a timeout. And they do.
This is not.
Dyer with 15, Jenkins, Niawu, and Leggett with 10. 3-point attempt that time is no good from Jalen Ponder, who's just checked in after that timeout. Delana Carter in also. Stack, Cunningham, and Buford on the floor as well. Baez with it. Niahu off the mark. Guess who's underneath with good position is Dyer.
Yeah, Ponder got in at the last second, was able to tie that up, and I think it's Old Dominion's possession.
Carter tries to drive, nice spin move, couldn't get the bucket. Foul coming in from behind.
Old Dominion is just struggling to put the ball in the basket.
Yeah, Buford came in late trying to get the board. You'll see it right there. Yeah.
And that's India's fourth foul.
Yep. It's going to be a charge that time. Good job by Carter taking it. Alicia Nunley, first time she's been in the game, we're in 12 for Old Dominion.
Just a small bump knocked her off balance there defensively, but she did a great job staying in front of her.
You can sell out a little bit sometimes too. Ponder with it. Nice quick move into the lane. Going to get a foul. That's going to go against Guyan.
Ponder did a nice job there finding that gap and getting in it and drawing the foul.
ODU will inbound.
Right now, Old Dominion has to have people on the floor that can score.
In a hurry. Ponder, nice fake. Couldn't get the bucket. And another rebound inside for Niahu. Turnaround jumper. My goodness. Tell you what, you picked Dyer as the player to preview. She is living up to everything you thought. Good pass inside. Cunningham with the bucket with the pass from Carter.
And Coach Rigby's letting them have it because she thinks Carter got away with the same thing that Baez got called for with the push-off.
Niahu with another bucket. She has 12 on the game. Carter had it knocked away as she was headed toward the basket. I think she got in between shooting and passing. Three-pointer. Jackson misses. Stacked for the board. Cunningham wide open is Ponder. She gets her first bucket of the game. Ponder just quietly kind of slipped to the back door there and got wide open. Leggett, good defense by Nunley. Can she win the race? She will. Gets a layup. Her first points of the game. Tough hill to climb right now, down by 20, but you got to get something going.
You got to get it one stop at a time, too, defensively.
Stack will get the foul as Leggett did a nice job.
Winning the battle in the paint right now, 26-16, and they've scored 13 points off Old Dominion turnovers.
Leggett hits the first free throw. And the second. And I think everybody gets a good understanding of how this team is starting out 9-1. Fields drops it off to Thompson. Strong board by Stack. Lovely pass inside, and there's the bucket.
Nice job by Carter to protect it and use the rim as a protection and make that little easy right-handed shot.
Thompson with a good pass in there. That's going to be another charge as Carter has taken two charges and Baez is not happy about it at all.
Baez has to, coach is telling her to calm down just a little bit. You don't want to pick up a technical foul.
Here it is again. Take a look.
Yeah, it's a tough call.
So Jackson will check back in. Sanaya wearing number 1 for Troy. Monarchs trying to just chip away if they can get at this lead. Stack for 3. Good hustle by Thompson, but could not get the bucket.
Those are the little chippies that you can't afford to miss.
Dyer brings it up after getting the board. Jackson, left side. Stopped and popped, wouldn't go. Stack kept that thing alive. Fields bringing it up.
Fields hasn't been on the floor much in the second half.
Stack connects. She has 5. And it's, we've talked about this a few games. It's like the Delana Carter, where every time she comes in, good things seem to happen, and she's really starting to do some things again.
She plays really hard defensively and is able to do a good job keeping the ball in front of her. She actually shoots the ball well from the three-point line. We haven't seen it today.
Good defense by Thompson that time as Dyer's shot goes off. Nunley to Thompson. Back to Nunley. It's out of bounds and still be ODU basketball. Nevaeh Scott checks back in for Carter. In for Tuna Niawa. Back in for Troy. Kicked out, Scott in for 3. Stack almost got the ball, stayed in the way so that the shot didn't go in. Look at the hustle underneath by Nuala. Tipped out of bounds, his last touch by Troy. The ODU basketball.
Old Dominion got lucky there. They were caught out of position several times around the bucket, and those rebounds were just going long.
Nunley thought about it. The 3-second in the lane call, I think. The official that were blocked by, I thought that's what it was, the 3 seconds.
It might be one of the first times all season we've seen that call made.
Yep. I don't remember many. That's why I was like, wait a minute.
Usually it's called when there's an advantage being gained.
Yep. I think they're going to hit Stack for that foul.
Stack came right over top like a tomahawk. She needs to stay straight up. Just contest by staying straight up. Here, we'll take a look at it if you watch the follow through after the ball's released. And she may not have even gotten the arm, but for the official probably had the same angle that I had, and it looked like right over the top on the arm.
That'll send Sanaya Jackson to the line. It's always a discussion what the officials see or think you see. She hits 2, rolling that second one in. Under a minute in the third quarter. Shot up way high off the backboard for Fields. Quickly back down the other way. Pass was errant. Nunley picks it up.
Nice change of pace there by Nunley.
Thompson with a really great pass as the double team moved over. And you know what? Walker said, thank you very much. I'll put it in. Old Dominion's needed a lot more of that today. Call a foul there on Scott against Jackson.
That's where Carter was doing such a great job defensively on the ball. She was not letting the guard turn the corner like we'll see here. It's too easy right there. Scott opens up her footwork and allows the lane to the bucket. And there's not much you can do after you beat like that.
Jackson 83% from the free throw line. Freshman, you can tell why. Yeah, nice touch, a nice rotation on the ball. Clock's about to expire here in the third quarter. Scott driving up, trying to toss it back out. Nunley for three. And the third quarter is done. We've got 10 minutes. Troy averaging about 88 points a game, and you can tell why. They're lined up pretty close to do that again. Walker thought and hoped that she got all ball and nothing else, but the officials are going to call a foul on her inside. They hit Carter out front. Well,
Carter got her before she went up for the shot. That's why Walker was looking confused.
Yeah, me too, because she saw the finger point. I thought they were pointing at her. She and I both did. Well, it has not affected the crowd noise today. They have been awfully loud, these young folks. Fields lost her shoe. Just put it back on very quickly.
The shoes that we wore, you couldn't get on that quickly. The high top.
That's right. I miss those high tops. Fields, one of those dipsy doodle shots. She got up and thought she was going to get a foul, but went in, took the shot, and banked it in. Very athletic when she gets in the air like that. Whew. Walker is making her presence known, knocking the ball around because she kept that one alive so that ODU could grab it and move forward. Carter back into the game.
With the style of the game today, I'm surprised we didn't see Clayton out there a little earlier.
Yep. Three-point attempt from Scott. Another opportunity for Troy on the other side. They call that on Fields. Shakira Edwards will inbound the basketball we mentioned earlier. She will transfer from Mississippi State. Spin move. Looked like might have been a little travel, but it wasn't called. Another couple of shots put up before a foul is called. It'll be another time to the line for Dyer.
That ball went into Dyer. Niawu on the backside was just fighting for position in case she missed. And
yep.
That's another reason why they're so strong offensively, because she's thinking one step ahead.
Well, they're down low, folks. The paint folks, as I like to call them, are really, really connected together. Head to Scott, taking it to the bucket. Come away with nothing, and she's slow to get up. Back up and moving now. 3-point attempt. Stack with the rebound off the miss from Edwards. What a move there. By Fields with the left hand, though, can't connect.
That should have been a left-handed layup, easy layup there.
Turnaround jumper from Jenkins, no good. Another rebound underneath and another foul. And Niawu just continues to pound the board.
The problem is there with Fields, Niawu has position. And if you look, she's got the position. Fields is trying to get up under her and block out. But even if she does, she still has the position to get the rebound.
Yep.
She's getting anything that comes off that weak side.
You mentioned Niawu from Cameroon. She came into the game with just a 65% free throw shooting, and she shot better than somebody shooting 65% today. Missed two there. Buford back into the game. Clayton back into the game. Her first time today for Mariah Clayton to get in the contest. We're at 23. I agree with you. I would have thought we would have seen her earlier today. Oh, nice job by Buford to save it. Pass was a little long. Niawu with another rebound. Taking it to the left side. Going to get a foul on Stack. Niawu's she's relentless. I mean, she just keeps going.
Yeah, and she's given up 3, 4, 5 inches against Stack, and she's taking it right at her.
Stack with her 5th and exiting foul. Walker will check back in for her. Riley Stack's day is done. Now he misses the first one. If we could take all the energy of these young folks in here today, we could light up the whole world. They have been vocal the whole time. Clayton tried to dump it off to Walker. I don't think Walker was ready for that one. Good job to get it back. Driving the right side, picking up a foul.
And that's what Clayton does well. She does a nice job when she puts the ball on the floor.
Fields a check back in for Carter.
The foul discrepancy right now, Old Dominion has 5, Troy has 1, so every time Old Dominion fouls, they're going back to the free throw line.
Yep. And Troy's a good free throw shooting team. Clayton can't connect on the first one, but she's struggled a little bit this year for the free throw line, hitting 44%. Gets that one. A 3-point rainbow from Jenkins.
Jenkins was getting into it on the other end of the floor with Clayton, so I think that just gave a little fuel to her fire there.
Clayton. Fields. Another chance for Troy again to just hustle it down.
Troy has really dominated this game from start to finish. Old Dominion was able to make some runs early on in the first half, but from about the last 2 minutes of the second quarter, they've just done what they wanted the entire game.
And you have to be impressed with Zay Dyer, 20 points.
I'm impressed with her. I'm impressed with Fortuna Niawo. And their leading scorer is Imani Jenkins, who has had, a pretty quiet day. She has at least 13.
Yep.
But she hasn't stood out. Leggett's also had an outstanding game today.
Leggett and Niawo check out. Kaya Allen back in for Old Dominion. Setting a pick. It was a little bit of a moving pick. They're not going to let you move that much.
Allen was moving.
That's a hard one to get away with there.
And Fields waited. She was waiting for it.
Pass inside. There's another bucket for Dyer.
That's easy for her with a guard defending her down low. If you get it that deep, she's supposed to score.
Out of bounds, still ODU basketball. Tatavia Salter wearing 0 back in the game. Another transfer from Georgia Southwestern State. Nunley will come back in for Old Dominion. Blocked immediately. She got the pass. That was Edwards with a just straight block. It's hard to imagine Dyer missing a shot.
Yeah.
She's hit so many today.
The Old Dominion defender had her hands down by her side. Lucky that didn't go in by Dyer.
And a pocket pick that time and a bucket from Edwards.
It's not often that you see a player work harder rebounding the basketball than they do in other aspects of the game, and she definitely knows how to get herself in position to rebound.
Edwards completes the three-point play. Coming close to that 4-minute mark in the contest. Nice drive by Muhammad. The first points of the contest. Not a good pass, but Allen was there to make the play. Nunley with it. Inside to Allen.
Yeah. Nice move by Allen.
Really a nice move. Under and up and in. Good job by Muhammad there, getting her hands on it. Clayton brought it down. Muhammad, another bucket.
Nice bucket by Muhammad.
2 in a row. Timeout by the Troy bench. Those next two are going to be tough. Good competition. Dyer with 23 points with the pass. Turnaround jump, no good, but look who's in there with a rebound. Dyer again. Guyon's bucket was no good, but boy, 25 for Dyer.
It starts with position.
Yep.
And as you see here, you'll watch, she has position. The shot's going up. She's getting to where the ball's going to come off. Not sure how Shayna Rigby teaches rebounding, but I can tell you that her team does an extremely good job of knowing where the shot's coming off.
No question. You don't win the games that she's won early this season with this team if they're not doing those little things right. Nunley checks out. Jalen Ponder back in for Old Dominion.
Pat Summitt used to say, offense sells tickets, defense wins games, rebounds wins championships.
Fields lost a handle on it. Goes out of bounds off her hand last. It'll be Trojan basketball. There's some confusion about that call. I don't know if the officials are not being vocal enough, because a lot of the players today have been a little unsure. Jackson, Dyer. No, he's not finished. Gets a foul, will go to the line. Foul was on Allen.
We thought Niawa's day was done, but
Yeah.
she is back on the floor.
So is Leggett. Leggett's back on the floor. Didn't stay out long. Keep adding to that point total. Kim, you said they were averaging 88 points at Troy. They're at 80 right now, so they're going to be right close to that number. Clayton shot too long.
And Old Dominion may not hit the 66 they're averaging a game.
Down late attempt. No good. Allen with the board. Muhammad drops it off, but Fields can't connect it. And some of the young folks are starting to head back to the buses. But they were loud all day, and they had a great time. There's no question about that.
This is such a good event to bring the public and the students out, because hopefully they'll generate some interest and come back for other games.
Absolutely. It's goodwill, too, for sure. And I don't know how those young folks couldn't come in and have a great time today. Good defense by Allen there. Turns it into a jump ball. And it will go in possession arrow of Old Dominion. Yahoo is walking off, grabbing the right thigh in the back. That's not what you wanted to see for her at all.
Grabbing her hamstring.
Yeah.
She's probably got a cramp. Hopefully it's a cramp and not a pull.
Nice layup that time for Clayton. And we're approaching a minute to go in the contest.
1 minute remaining.
Three-point attempt does not go through for Konachunitz. Nice pass, nice bucket for Carter. Clayton almost got a steal there.
Leggett is still going hard.
She's playing hard, is right. You heard Kim read the scores of where Old Dominion goes next, and it gets A lot tougher coming up the next couple of games. It could be in that Cherokee tournament. Good hustle there by Carter, but you can't come away with a steal. Getting Ole Miss. That'll be a tough first game. Foul's going to be called on Carter. But you know, playing good teams is good for you. Helps you get better.
It's only going to make them stronger in the Sun Belt Conference.
Exactly. Absolutely. That's a good tournament to go down to. Quick reminder, next home game is January the 1st. What a great way to celebrate the new year. Georgia Southern's Eagles will be here. An afternoon contest. It's the second one. You're looking for a good New Year's Day activity? Come see us. Ponder. Look at Allen hustling and making a bucket underneath.
It's good hustle by Allen.
Three-pointer from Fields. Slayton kept it alive.
Carter needs to get a shot off.
So 81-59 is our final score.